Hey you guys, how you doing? It's Dominique Music Diva, and I know it's been a very long time. You're probably like, who? Dominique Music Diva. And it's a new year, and it's early in the afternoon. It's pretty early in the afternoon where for me where I am. Excuse my fresh-faced turbanness. I just got out the shower like maybe about 15 minutes ago. It's raining out, and it's early Saturday morning, afternoon, and I just see a lot going on online, and I wanted to come on and give my opinion on a few things, or just say something about all this the current climate that we're in with all this Time's Up, Me Too movement stuff, surviving R.Kelly stuff, and it's just been kind of weighing on me, and I don't want to get involved in the conversation of R.Kelly. I'll get to him, but I'm not participating in watching the shit. I'm not in it at all. I'm just not gonna do it. And for lots of different reasons. Like, I'm just not interested in R. Kelly. I don't care about the man. And I just seen a lot of stuff on social media. Like, I was on surfing on Instagram, and then I was, I'm on YouTube every day watching videos and stuff. And then what else? Yeah, I'm on YouTube every day watching videos and stuff. Excuse me if there's any pauses and gaps in this video. That just means I'm thinking. And I was on Twitter a little bit, but I saw other people's tweets, like famous people tweets. Like, I saw Gabourey's, Sidibe's tweet, and like I think like Tamar's tweet, and like a few other people's tweet and stuff like that. And I just was like getting pissed, and I was on Facebook as well, and I saw one of my closest friends in LA. Actually, she was watching it, and she said it was sick and disgusting, and I just logged off because I'm not with the foolery. I'm not with the foowangy. And I'm just deeply disappointed in the whole situation. I'm deeply disappointed in a lot of the things that I've been discovering and hearing about R. Kelly, Aaliyah, his enablers, the people who ride his coattails for fame, his brother, r.kelly, whoever else, all the stuff. Like, I just am like disgusted. And I'm more so disgusted because it just speaks volumes about black men. And it just speaks volumes about how they will stop at nothing. And they are so avaricious. And I know what I'm about to say might be a little controversial, but it's probably nothing that other people haven't said on here before. Like Chrissy's channel or Paris Milan or whoever. I see things. And I personally think black men are corrupt, self-destructive, and dangerous. Inherently. Just like, that's just personally what I think about them. Like, all of them. Doesn't matter if they're the poorest, the thug dude. If they're educated, they went to some, super fancy school, HBCU, or fucking, what? I don't know, Columbia University, or Brown, or Dartmouth, or Yale, or Harvard. I just think black men are avaricious and money hungry and misogynistic and toxic to a T. And I think it's about time that black women finally cancel them. Now, what I have to say about this is that currently I'm 29 years old. I just turned 29. And so for me growing up, I remember Aaliyah as this rising R&B, superstar girl up there around the Destiny Child and the, Beyonce, Usher, and Brandy and them, stuff like that. And it's clear to me that I think after her One in a Million project, and More Than a Woman, that her career before that, because that's the Aaliyah that we really remember, at least if you're 29, if you're 20, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, and obviously older, and you care about Aaliyah's music, you care about her, and you know her story, then you know what's up. And I think, I was thinking about her last night. I was looking at an interview, and I was like, it just seems like to me, there's a lot about that young lady that we didn't know. And it's a lot that clearly she was keeping secret, and that her family was even keeping secret. Whether it be for stardom, her fame, her career, it just seemed like to me they didn't have her best interest at heart. And the most disgusting part about it was that, this person is no longer alive. She's not here to speak on her part anymore. She's not here to defend herself. And I follow a rule. I don't talk about people who are never here to defend themselves. You know what I mean? Like, I really hate that. And when I found out that she was pregnant by R. Kelly, or if she may have been pregnant by R. Kelly, allegedly, I just was so pissed. Like, I got pissed. Like, super pissed. Because, one, we're never going to know if that's really true. Because if Aaliyah was alive, she really wouldn't tell us probably. Or maybe she would. I don't know. Years later, come out with some book or something and reveal all those things. But I really don't know. Because she's no longer here, right? She is dead. And it just seems like so much of that Age Ain't Nothing But a Number project is clearly tainted by R. Kelly. I never listened to much of it. I don't know too many songs off of it other than At Your Best, and then obviously hearing Age Ain't Nothing But a Number. But now we know where that was written from, where that came from. It came from R. Kelly fiending and loving for this 14, 15, 16-year-old girl. And I always heard about Aaliyah and R. Kelly being married, through Vibe magazine, finding out, and back in the day, Vibe, old Vibe magazine articles and stuff. But it just was like, whatever. Like, to me, it never really seemed like whatever was true. I was a kid. It was like, whatever. Because the Aaliyah I know now is that girl from Romeo Must Die. Is now the girl from the Dr. Doodle soundtrack with Are You That Somebody, is now the girl with the song One in a Million. So it just seemed like it was in her past, and she escaped this monster. Now, going on to R. Kelly, you clearly have deep-seated rooted issues. And I know you say you were sexually abused as a kid, but you have issues. Like, you have power, you have money, you have control, you're a dictator. I'm not sure what R. Kelly's sign is. I'm going to look it up real quick. I'm very much into astrology, if you guys didn't know that on this channel. I don't know if he's a Capricorn. I'm not sure what R. Kelly's sign is, but I have to find out really quickly. I'm going to look it up on my phone real quick. But I was just so disgusted. I just was getting pissed and more, just from the things I'm hearing, because I'm not watching. I've seen a few blog posts here and there from Lovely Tea. I've seen some from Impressive Channel. And then I just saw something from Kev on Stage, and his vlog was like 44 minutes long, and I was like, I'm not doing this. I'm not watching a 44-minute long vlog. But I have to find out really quickly. I know you're probably like, what? When you see this, but I just need to find that information. Oh, yeah, he's a Capricorn, yeah. And, yeah. Just a controlling, cold, nasty dictator. And I think Aaliyah was a Capricorn too. Yeah. Yep. Sun in Cap, Moon in Virgo, Venus in Sag, Aquarius rising. Interesting. I'm just over it. Like, super, super over it. Wait a minute. Let me say that again. Yeah. And I think it's a lot about that young lady that we just don't know and that we're never going to know. And we need to just let it go at this point. But, you know, yeah, R. Kelly being, you are a Capricorn. That's what Capricorn is. It's control. It's a dictator. It's authoritarian. And you clearly have a lot of authority. Too much. And as far as Chicago goes, I'm over y'all, period. Because y'all said, y'all saw this long time ago that he would go to high schools and pick up girls and recruit girls. All his enablers, all of y'all, everybody who forged those papers for Aaliyah and R. Kelly get married, y'all are just trash. Trash, trash, trash. I never watched the Aaliyah Lifetime movie done by Wendy Williams. None of it, because I'm just not entertaining myself with it. I'm just not going to do it. I think it's all poor, and I think it's all sad. And it just speaks volumes about a lot of y'all. And particularly, and I'm just over it. Chicago, y'all should have beat his ass up a long time ago. Just like y'all should with Kanye West. I'm just over it. I don't listen to R. Kelly's music. I think it actually might be one R. Kelly song in my playlist, in my, not playlist, iPhone. I'm going to delete it. I haven't listened to his music in forever. And let's stop calling black men geniuses. You know, whether they, even if you are musically so artistic and whatever the case is, let's just stop, because I'm over it. You abused the hell out of your gift, and to the point where you thought you could rule and just do whatever you want, and just because you have so much power about it. You came out with a song talking about don't lie to me, saying I didn't do it, and don't bring your daughter to me, your kids. You're just a disgusting man. You have issues. You have deep rooted seated issues. You're a terrible person. I don't think you're going to kill yourself. I don't see that happening. You don't strike me as a type. You strike me as a type that wants to be, you want to be here. You're that dark entity that wants to be here and you want to live because you're so miserable, so that you keep going around hurting other people. That's all I've seen you do, is hurt other people. You are a person that hurts others, and you particularly hurt women. You abuse women. You take advantage of women, you use women, you disrespect women, you do not love these women, you don't like these women, you just like having control and power and complete and total dictatorship of these women lives that you have hurt. Your people around you, your family, your wife, your kids. You are truly a coward. And because I saw like a tweet from like, I think Joyner Lucas, I think he's like a rapper, made some type of controversial song, and he was like, if you don't hurt yourself, I would miss you. I wouldn't miss you. I don't think those women would miss you. You're not like Prince or Michael Jackson or somebody. I mean, although Michael Jackson had his past too with allegedly touching kids. Now I'm going to get to that part, because it's somebody in her own family who has dealt with someone and myself who is someone who has survived sexual trauma and sexual violence and stuff. You know, it's so crazy. People just be in denial about everything. Just deny. And it's psychological. You know what I mean? I hope I'm being eloquent, articulate enough, but I am just speaking freely. I don't know, I don't know. I think this country now, going to the Me Too times up movement, I think in the US, I think there really needs to be a strong conversation about about sex. And I really think sex education is important. I really think people need to be educated on sex, and we need to stop looking at it as something that's taboo, and so that people can stop getting hurt and know what's right from wrong. You know what I mean? I think adults, as in a grown person, you know you're right from wrong, and what you're doing in your bedroom between you and two consenting adults is your business. And that's whether you're a woman and woman, man and man. But I really think that people really need to educate themselves and really need to have, families really need to just speak to their kids and talk to their kids. You know what I mean? Really do. And I want black women to sincerely, when it comes to whether you're dating outside your race or whether you're dating within your race, whatever y'all doing these days, I try not to have begrudging feelings towards black women who date outside their race. That's fine. It's okay. I just want black women to be respected and protected and seen as human beings, and stop the dehumanization of black women and stop sexualizing us and over sexualizing us. I also think a lot about overexposure. I think black women have been overexposed. You know what I mean? I think we've definitely been overexposed. Exposure is good, but when is it too much exposure? You know what I mean? Like, whether it's in movies, whether it's in books, whether it's in music, whether it's in TV shows, television, whether it's in, in art, whatever the case is, whatever, media, television, TVs, however you want to see it. I think, obviously, this opened a lot of doors for other people to come in and talk about us, and for us to talk about us. And we had to be simply because, nobody takes care of us, and nobody knows our stories, and nobody knows our pain. You know what I mean? I'm always thinking about, like, writers. It's me as somebody who is a writer. I like to write. I have to always think about, authors like Toni Morrison and Maya Angelou and, black poets and things of that nature, and how they kick down doors for all these black women authors everywhere and stuff. And, black women singing and things of that nature, our music and all that kind of stuff. And how we give so much and people just take so much from us. People are just here to take from us. And I really want black women to just start saying no. And just, I didn't vote in the Donald Trump presidency. And I didn't vote in the last presidency of Obama's second era, because I didn't want to. So I'm not participating in their bullshit. I'm just not doing it. Back to the Me Too Time's Up thing. I'm actually pursuing a lawsuit against my abusers right now. And I'm not the one to play with. You put your hands on me, it's a wrap. You disrespect me, it's a wrap. It really does bother me, because it's like, I was watching Wendy Williams' show, and she was talking about Rihanna, and she mentioned her really quickly, and she said Rihanna speaking to Chris Brown again, they have phone conversations, and I was like, sis, I would not be speaking to you ever again in life. I know any of the men who have done horrible things to me wouldn't speak to me right now. In fact, I think a lot of them thought they were going to get away with it. Now that I'm filing police reports and pressing charges and stuff with the help of my attorneys and things of that nature, and finally coming to finally coming to terms with what I've been through. I beat myself up for a long time about, the things I had been through because of the circumstances that I was in. Not being able to afford an attorney, no one listening to me, no one believing you, no one listening to you. People just think it's funny, and people just don't care about black girls. People just don't care. People just don't care about our safety. Other black women, what I've learned, also don't care about our safety. Because if you watch that Surviving R.Kelly documentary, which I did not watch, I just saw clips here and there, they said that other women would go out and recruit girls for him. You're a fucked up bitch too. You are. You're a fucked up bitch. And this is why I'm very choosy about the black women who I befriend in my own personal and private life and in my professional life. I'm very, very choosy. Super choosy about who I befriend and who I let near me. I will not be taken for granted, and I won't be taken advantage of. And I want other black women to start allowing the same things You know, I think we bring a lot to the table. We know we do, with everything that we do. We open doors for lots of other women, Asian women, white women, Latino women, so-called Afro-Latino women. And I'm just tired of us being taken advantage of and looking at us like dehumanizing us and dehumanization of black women. I think those black women who enabled R. Kelly, Sparkle, and Kitty Jones, I've seen, or Kitty Jones, you just look you just look suspect to me. You just look straight up suspect. And I think it's all because y'all wanted to be fame. Y'all were fame whores as well. You wanted to be around this powerful black man. You wanted money. You wanted to be wearing Gucci and Louis Vuitton and shopping at Gucci and Prada. You wanted to be going to the red carpets, to the Soul Train Awards, Essence Music Fest Awards, whoever else, Ladies Soul Train Awards. And I'm over it. I am. It's a shame. It's such a shame. And if you look, and I know this is rude to say probably, but I'm just gonna go with what I have to say. If you, all those women that surviving R. Kelly documentary, because it was only part one, clearly, I know there's like another 2 or 3 days to go of this bullshit. Oh, so disgusting. To me, none of them look good. You know what I mean? None of them physically look good. They all look like they're doing very bad in life. Even Sparkle, and we know she had a huge R&B song back in the day. And I know that's rude to say because you shouldn't judge people, but for all of them to be claiming that they were giving money or, you know, they were doing certain things to please him in certain sexual positions and things of that nature, to me, they all just seem suspect. I'm not saying that I don't believe them, but if they were out there recruiting other women for R. Kelly, then you just as guilty. You're an enabler. You should go to jail too. I went to an event here in New York City just this past November, actually, right the day before my 29th birthday in New York. It was created by somebody from Black Lives Matter called #WhyDidn'tIReport. And it focus was on sexual assault and sexual harassment, whether it be in the workplace, in school, whatever the case is. And I saw this on TV real quick, like on the 5 o'clock news, and I just felt compelled to go. And so I went, and I was just so enlightened by the stories that people had wrote there on these postcards, and they put them on the wall, and they were anonymous or not anonymous, and about the amount of, the amount of sexual violence that is just running rampant. It's insane. And the hashtag was why didn't I report, and it was like, because, sorry, I'm going off on a little bit tangent, but it was like, sorry, why didn't I report? Because I was black, because I was a woman, because I was a man, because I was a child, because it was my family. They said they would hurt my family, they would hurt my mother. No one believed me. They said I was being dramatic. They said I was exaggerating. They said I was drunk. They said I shouldn't have been there. They said he was drunk. I just couldn't. It was like I was there for 2 hours and I just couldn't. I got comfortable there, took off my coat, and that's when I was like, that's when it all hit me. For me, I was like, okay, so I'm not crazy. This was something real that I've been through. Getting a little teary-eyed. We're dealing with my own, with the things I've been through with the sexual trauma and sexual violence that I've experienced in my life. And it just gave me a clear sense of validation, and it gave me confirmation. It took a huge weight off my shoulders and gave me such a sense of relief that I wasn't crazy, and the people around me who were not protecting me, did not care for me, were full of shit. And I'm reporting. I'm going to report. I am reporting. I have attorneys, and I'm looking to sue and file lawsuits and get closure on all of this stuff. And with that being said, I just can't believe this stuff. It taints Aaliyah's career. It messes up R. Kelly fans, because I know people are fans of him. I know people do support him. People really love that, all that trapped in the closet stuff and all that Pod Piper stuff, and what else, all that he did do so many great things for the music industry and for black men in the music industry, black men in R&B, hip hop, soul, whatever the case is, but you just not rap too tight, bro. That song he did with Celine Dion years ago, because it's Celine Dion. But I highly doubt we're going to see them perform that song ever again in life, or ever see it, or whatever the case is. I Believe I Can Fly stuff. It sucks. It really does. It really blows. It's gross, but I just can't. I refuse. Just not rap too tight. Just not a rap too tight dude. You know what I mean? Just scandalous. I remember a little bit from the case back when he was going to jail and stuff, and it was putting him behind bars. And I was just like, why did these people let him get away? If everybody saw the tape, the sex tape, or whatever the case is, and they saw him peeing in that girl's mouth and doing all the kind of nasty, disgusting things he did, what the fuck is wrong with you? It's like, black men are just so crazy and just wicked people. But I mean, then again, y'all say, it all starts at home. It's like, well, who started this? You know what I mean? Where does this come from? Where do you pick up those kind of strange sexual behaviors? Where did you learn that? It's just sad. It really is sad. It's filthy. It's wicked, It's crazy. I just can't. I can't. I can't. But that's my thoughts on the R. Kelly stuff. I hope I said some pretty good things in here, whatever the case is. Like I said, I'm not going to watch, and I'm not participating in the foolery. I stopped watching a lot of things, actually. Love and Hip Hop New York, and I can't even get into Miami. I used to watch Love and Hip Hop Hollywood, but I can't even do it anymore. I watch it, don't watch it. I can't. There's a lot of music I don't listen to. Y'all probably gonna be like, oh, she really old. I'm 29, ho. And I'm proud to be it. I've survived a lot, and I've been through a lot, and I clocked the T on black men a long time ago. And I know right from wrong, and it just pains me that other black women, you wouldn't protect each other like that, and wouldn't be down for each other like that. That you would like to see another woman's demise in her career, in her personal life, her private life, with her husband, with her man, with her kids, or whatever the case is with her family. I think it's just dangerous. I don't like danger. I don't. But that's all I have to say. Black men, get it together, do better. I know a lot of you are. I know a lot of you are, and I just think it's just a lot of poor representation out there. I think using black men who are successful athletes, preachers, rappers, producers, directors, whatever they are these days, and just do better. Black community, just start doing better. I'm like over it. Like, I can't take it no more. Just gross. I'm getting people the hell up out of here. You do something to me on my job, you do something to me at work, in my home, I'm getting you up out of here. I'm just getting you up out of there. I'm not the one to play with. Not the one to play with. Let's leave. I want to have a happy 2019. I have a lot of work to do myself. I have a lot to do. Hope to be starting my podcast soon again, Independent Witch. You guys can check it out on iTunes. It is still on iTunes and Radio Public and somewhere else. I have to get back to that. But yeah, it is on iTunes. It is on YouTube, but I think I'm gonna delete some of the stuff up my channel. I'm gonna delete a lot of the videos on my channel. I'm not happy with them. And looking forward to happier days, happy days. Putting all this stuff behind me, getting closure to this stuff with everything, and I will try to keep you guys updated. I won't be away for so long. Just been super busy. This year I went back to school to get my nail license. I've been working on that so I can have my makeup line and stuff. Working on moving to California, moving to the West Coast and stuff. Gonna get my esthetician license probably later this year, and I'm gonna go get my waxing license as well, but that won't be probably, yeah, it's gonna be early this year. Esthetician school won't be till late next year. But those are just some of my plans for the New Year's, and let's have a happy New Year's. You know, let's have a happy year, period. This is the year of 3, so this year is like a year for lots of entertainment, comedy and stuff. So we'll probably see like more like people stars rising and stuff like that, or more like celebrities, stupid shit, or whatever the case is. I'll get back to that numerology stuff later. I know this is not the video for that, so I'll do that, a separate video. But again, it's Dominique Music Diva. Happy New Year, guys. Happy 2019. And love yourselves and protect yourselves and respect yourselves. Bye.